Imagine this. A secret meeting between Trump's envoys, Russian contacts, and Viktor Orbán. A nearly finalized 28-point agreement. And then suddenly Zelensky shows up. No warning, no invitation. Let's talk about how the entire deal collapsed the moment the one man actually fighting the war walked into the room. So here's what was supposed to happen. Trump's representative Steve Witkoff and Russian intermediaries were preparing to meet with Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, who has been acting like the unofficial European go-between for Trump and Putin. Orbán was ready to host the next step of the 28-point U.S. Russia plan, a plan many critics say was basically written over Ukraine's head, not with them. Ukraine wasn't supposed to be part of this. Europe wasn't supposed to know about this. This was supposed to be the moment Trump's camp could say, "Look, we're making peace." Even if the peace involved Ukraine giving up territory, military strength, and sovereignty. But then everything fell apart. Because guess who gets wind of the meeting? Volodymyr Zelensky. He shows up. In person. No warning. No easing in diplomatically. He walks into the same venue, making it absolutely impossible to pretend Ukraine was on board. His message was silent, but deafening. Everything changes. It was a political firestorm waiting to explode, and Zelensky's presence lit the fuse. Zelensky wasn't just showing up to make a point. He exposed the entire operation. Because once Ukraine is in the room, Orbán can no longer pretend to be a neutral mediator. Trump's reps can't sign anything without Ukraine's consent. Russia loses the illusion of legitimacy. Europe sees clearly what's happening behind their backs. It turns the whole thing from a peace process into a backdoor negotiation that collapses under sunlight. Zelensky forced the world to acknowledge the truth. This deal was never about peace. It was about power and cutting Ukraine out of its own future. This was a president fighting for his country's survival, interrupting a meeting that never should have happened without him. Trump's rep didn't walk out because it was inconvenient. He walked out because he got caught. He walked out because the real leader in the room had arrived. And he walked out because the deal only made sense in the shadows, not in front of the very nation it was supposed to reshape. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, do you think Zelensky called their bluff, or did he save Ukraine from being sold out?